I slept with one of my pastors in the 8th grade. I'm grown now. I feel like I can tell my story. Y'all my safe space anyway. But yes, Pastor Jerome, Grace of Faith Ministry, South Haven, Mississippi, circa 2012 or 2011. You know what I'm talking about. And I know you be seeing my videos because I be seeing you in my likes over there on Instagram.
So happy new year, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. I know that it's been a while you guys saw me on your screens. This is literally the first video I'm filming this year, and today is the 17th of March 2025. Guys, I've not picked up my camera in about 4 months. Yeah, so those videos you've been seeing are all old videos from last year. Work has been very stressful, so I decided to take a break. So luckily for me, I had about 4 videos or 5 videos, so I just been posting them. So as usual, I was strolling through TikTok and I saw a very disturbing video, guys, and I want us to watch this video, listen to it, and just think about the evil that is going on in the church. So I'm going to play the video now. Let's watch it and we'll be back to discuss it.
Oh, and First Lady Denise, I know that y'all still together. You know you dead wrong for allowing that stuff to still go on in that church house when you caught us in the bathroom that morning when he caught himself being late to the pulpit to preaching. You sat there, walked in on us, and allowed that stuff to go on and pretended that he was nowhere near the church house. And whole time, I'm in there gawking him down. That's why I always say these churches, they'll either make you or break you. Because after all them sermons that he used to teach, because I used to listen, all them sermons he used to teach about loyalty and truth, baby, whole time you lying to God. You lying about who you is. But y'all want to know what's so crazy? I remember the day she did catch us. She caught us in the bathroom of the church or whatever. Mind you, this the preacher's wife. I remember it like it was yesterday. I never forget what she said when she got on that mic. I heard her through the what's the name in the bathroom. She said, if you can lie to God, you can lie to all of us. And it sounded like she was crying. No shade. And when I say when she said that, it sounded like you could hear a pin hit the floor. No shade. And little do she know, that wasn't even the first time. That shit had been going on. I'm talking outside the church. Not during church. That was the only time because he was so eager to get off his frustrations inside of his mouth. It's so funny that y'all don't even know what these people look like, and these people are dying hard, sending me death threats, going off on me, got all these church people writing me, going off, saying I'm going to hell, I'm lying on their pastor. Oh, come to find out it's a whole new church name, because my homegirl Kiara told me. Shout out to you, Kiara, because she holding it down for me over there on Instagram. Y'all bitches is weird as hell. Let me just address this. Y'all wasn't the ones that was sleeping at these folks' house. At the end of the day, these was my friends. These was my church friends. Baby, we went to school together. My mama trusted these people. No, my mama did not know that any of that was going on. I literally just told her about this shit 3 years ago. I'm coming to y'all because, again, y'all my safe space, and I just wanted to let y'all know what I went through growing up. No shade. Y'all hoes was not standing out at these people shit, having to suck they and jack them off and have to suck just because you lost a basketball game over a PlayStation. Was it a PlayStation? Yeah, it's be so for real. Being woke up out in the middle of the night, supposed to be being taken home from practice and having to pull over on the side of the road and you getting rammed in the ass. Or you fucking, girl, be so fucking real. All you old ass hoes that was in that church and always had something to say about me because of how flamboyant I was and me twitching and telling me to stop switching in church and stuff. All y'all hoes can eat my ass just like Pastor Jerome was. Yes, and eat my ass when I was in 8th grade. And y'all mad about that because y'all pastor is a liar. Y'all pastor, like little boys, he probably grew out of it. When that got the nerve to say something to me, all he doing is watching my stories. That's all he doing. But as soon as that say something to me, I promise you, that whole family going down, and I ain't playing because I looked up them little statutes of limitation or whatever, got up to 35 years to speak on something and got receipts. Run with it.
So this particular guy shared that when he was in the 8th grade, I think that should be around 13 or 14 years, he slept with his pastor. Now we're talking about somebody who was barely a teenager and an adult man, a grown adult who was supposed to be a pastor, married for that matter. And the part of this story that made everything very shocking was where he shared that the pastor's wife walked in on the both of them and she acted like nothing happened. She saw what was happening, and instead of confronting it, protecting the child, stopping it, she just did as if nothing happened and she left. Now, there are some few things in this story that I would like to talk about, and these things actually stood out to me. My first point is the way people treat pastors. in communities. There's this thing where people, worshippers, followers put pastors on a very, very high pedestal, and sometimes they forget that these pastors are actually human beings like them. These pastors are treated as if they are above the kind of sins that everyone else is capable of committing. You even be hearing phrases like, oh, don't question the man of God. Oh, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. And while respect for religious leaders is actually normal, the problem starts from where respect now graduates to blind worship. Because the moment the person is placed in a position where nobody feels comfortable questioning them, that's when accountability disappears. And the truth is that people sometimes struggle to accept that pastors are human beings. Being a pastor does not magically remove the ability to lie, to manipulate, to steal, to force someone sexually, to harass people, to deceive, to abuse power, to make terrible decisions. History has shown and proven time and again that people, in places of authority can misuse that power when there are no checks and balances around them. Now, let's talk about the age involved. This boy was literally 13 or 14. That's a minor. A child cannot consent to sexual relationship with an adult, especially an adult that holds authority over them. And in this particular situation, the authority was a spiritual authority. A pastor is someone who is supposed to guide people morally and spiritually. Parents trust them around their children. Young people are taught to listen to them, allow pastors guide them, and they see pastors as role models. This kind of power dynamic makes situations like this even more serious because the pastor holds a lot of influence over that child. And when an adult uses that influence to cross that boundary with a minor, it stops being a relationship, guys. It becomes abuse of power. Now let's talk about that man's wife. In this guy's story, she walked in on her husband and a child, someone that could have even been her own child. She walked in, saw both of them together, and instead of her to react in a way that normal people will react, she just left as if nothing happened. That raises another uncomfortable conversation about the word silence. Sometimes when abuse happens within institutions, families, or communities, people who see it will prefer to keep short than to call it out, than to stop it, than to involve themselves in it, or than to associate themselves with that situation that is happening. Sometimes they're trying to protect their marriage, sometimes they're trying to protect their reputation, and sometimes they don't want to deal with the scandal that would follow if the truth came out. I don't know why people are like that. But silence in situations like this don't protect the victims. They actually protect the abuser, the person that is perpetrating that act. When people look away instead of speaking up, it allows harmful behavior to continue to thrive. It sends a message that keeping the peace or maintaining a particular appearance is more important than protecting the person who is being abused, the person that is vulnerable, the person that is being, harassed. You are just sending a message to the abuser that, oh, your reputation, my reputation, peace is more important than you exposing me. You see how annoying that sounds? Things like this remind us that abuse does not only happen because of the person that is committing it. Sometimes, or even most times, it continues because the people that are around that situation choose not to say anything. This particular story also shows something that is bigger than one pastor or one church. It shows how dangerous it can be when communities or people or even followers put people in positions where they cannot be questioned. When someone becomes so respectful that nobody feels comfortable challenging them, it can create a very harmful environment where harmful behavior can stay hidden for so many years. I also want to say that stories like this should not make people lose their faith, but people should be reminded that human beings, no matter how high they are in authority, no matter their title, no matter anything, they should never be beyond accountability. Because when people stop asking questions, that's when the truth remains buried. And I also want to reiterate this for people that think that pastors are not human beings. For parents that think that male pastors are not human beings or female pastors are not human beings, for people that worship pastors, for people that worship pastors even more than the way they worship God, for people that go to church because of pastors, remember that pastors are human beings like you, okay? They are human beings like you. They can also sin like you. Yes, they are called to serve God, but they are human beings like you. There are cases where even pastors have raped somebody and the members start protecting the pastor. Yeah, There's a case like that in Nigeria. I don't know how you guys think, but please, these people are human beings like us. The same way you be wary of your kids when they are with outsiders, that's the same way you should be wary with your kids when they are with anybody. Okay? What do you guys think about this story? What do you guys think about this video? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, all the love in the world. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.